following video is a snippet from the many things you can learn on portraitartacademy.com. For more information, click on the link underneath the video. Or don't, you don't have to. Don't tell it that. Of course, they have to learn it. Everyone should learn art. I like partying better. You are the hopeless case. So normally, if you were to draw this, you would take into account the shape of this man's back, torso, neck, etc. So you'd start with some light contour lines, and you would start, well, basically you can kind of see through it too, especially like this. You would start with the outline, and then you would add the shadows. But we're going to draw negative space. So basically what we're doing is we're trying to see these shapes for what they are, and maybe the best way to do that is to put everything upside down. Then you don't know what you're drawing. So put it right next to it. I'm going to draw, I'm still using outline, but instead of just starting to draw in here, I'm drawing everywhere around it. So that is the whole point. Everything here is going to be colored in, and the focus is on see, this is the negative space, this is the positive space, because the subject, it's all about this man. So instead of drawing the man, we draw everything around the man, and then eventually the shape will come out as well. Now here, the negative space requires some other shapes, and so instead of trying to analyze what you see in terms of what they represent, like an arm or a back or something, you're just trying to see shapes, and that way, let's see, this goes over here, right there, and I'm not doing it like 100% perfect. I'm not measuring things out too well right now, because I'm just trying to show you the concept of drawing negative space. See, this is there. I'm going to draw this shape here. And so then, after some time, you're just drawing all these shapes. See, this is already something that is a little different here. This shouldn't even be here, really. I should have been drawing around it, everything around it like that. And so this is how we draw around everything. It's just kind of like a cutout thing. And so sometimes they use this kind of stuff in advertisements, or I've seen people draw chairs where they draw just around the chair instead of drawing the legs of the chair. They draw all this space around it, and they kind of neglect the overlapping chair legs. So that way, it's just kind of interesting to see here. There is all this space around it. So here, you can draw this shape right here. Now look, it's not going to be completely accurate. We could do it this way too, though. It doesn't matter. The point is that you don't draw this. You draw everything around it. And you might be thinking, okay, well, what's the point? Well, maybe there is no point. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as it's accurate. But yeah, these are these spaces. Like, look, here you have this. Yeah, with this spine here, for example, I'm not going to draw that detail. I'm going to draw around it. See, this is all that negative space. It doesn't really form a shape. It's just all the shadows. And you can see I can do this pretty fast, but that also means the quality of the details suffers a little bit. Like I said, I'm just trying to show the concept. Here's some space around that. And so, let's see, this lines up with this approximately. So we're drawing these shadows, and then you can see how you can block in these shadows easily. Like I said, the proportions aren't perfect, but I'm just trying to show the concept of how you can quickly do this, just to show how you block in these areas. Doesn't have to be perfect right now. It just means that we want to see the main shadows. And here, I want to see that shadow. Here's this area. And that's how we kind of start drawing. See, even this, I don't think I should have emphasized this so much. But you can see that I'm trying to shape this by drawing everything around it. Here's that neck area. And this goes over here. There's this ear right there. The hair is definitely dark. I mean, it does kind of look like him, right? But that's not the point right now. The point is that we're drawing all these spaces around him. So this is how you use negative space. This is negative space. Did I mention it was negative space? We don't want to emphasize this line too much. We just want to draw a shadow here so that it just kind of looks like this white part is being cut out. That's what it's all about. And then here we can draw one of those muscles. And that is basically the whole concept of it. Using spaces around the main focus area, main focal point, to emphasize that focal point. Instead of drawing the focal point itself, you draw everything around it. And so you start seeing, it starts to get shape because of what's around it, not because of the lines itself. And that way you start learning a little bit, not to draw with just contour lines, but just with spaces and blocked in shadows and stuff like that. So that could be a good exercise.